Hello, this is Chris, back again with another video. Welcome to Handy Tech. It's been quite some time since I posted last. I think I was playing a tournament with my eldest son, a paddle tennis tournament, and we got to the semis. And anyway, well, it's been almost a year since that moment, since I posted a video on YouTube. I mean, I've been posting other stuff on Facebook, Instagram, and now Snapchat. I got on there recently, so I have a few contacts on there, but mostly I just contact my cousin through there, since WhatsApp is not as popular in the US. Anyway, I've been kind of, you know, not posting as much anyway on those platforms either, because I've just been super busy with, you know, family stuff, a lot of good things. We moved into another house. I think I posted something, a quick video, quick flight with one of my drones. And yeah, it's been a roller coaster. And I would like to start making more videos. It's just that I can't commit to it really, because I am totally changing my career as well. I was, if you haven't followed the channel, maybe I mentioned it a few times, an online ESL teacher mostly. I did teach in the classroom for many years for the British Institutes, and then eventually I went my own way and got my business license here in Italy. Yeah, again, I live in Italy if you haven't followed the channel. And yeah, so yeah, I got my business license, which is called a Partita IVA, and did my own thing. I had my office. Then it was a mistake. I partnered with like another teaching group that helped, like kids with mental problems and, had other disabilities as well. It was called Alpha Beta. And I thought that would be a great partnering, I can't speak right now, with them. But yeah, that was a mistake. I paid lower rent, not much. And I thought, I would get more English lessons that way, but it didn't. Anyway, partnerships are made in heaven, as my grandfather used to say. So anyway, yeah, tried moving back to the States, but my wife wasn't quite ready, and neither was my eldest son. And then we came back to Italy, and yeah, that's where I focused mostly on online lessons. Before I continue, let me show you where I live. I'm sitting here in my Porsche and looking at that view on top of a department store. I guess it's called a department store. It's mostly a grocery store right now, but it had a lot of discount tech stuff. I used to come here quite a bit. Bennett, I don't know if I mentioned that. Anyway, so yeah, we moved back, and then I focused on online lessons, and then and that was before, there was fiber-ish internet here, and that was a struggle, because I had to basically lie to the Chinese companies that my internet was fast enough. But eventually I got a fiber internet connection. We moved into a house, doing a lease to buy, which is really rare here. And then, yeah, the landlord lied about the building plans. Like, he really cut corners. I mean, it was a nice looking house, but our kitchen was not a kitchen; it was a garage on the building plans. And so he wasn't supposed to convert it that way without permits. and then a bunch of other things were messed up with like the pipes going into the bathroom, which was actually a cantina, so you're not allowed to do that. And then he had the water heater in there as well. Yeah, it was a big shit show. It still is, still dealing with it. We won the court case. Fortunately, we got the right lawyer. We had to go through one, and she was kind of like, well, let's see if we can just get out of this. And we weren't going to get much money. But anyway, it's just, after being a real estate agent, I was a real estate agent, mostly a loan officer / processor. Mostly a processor, but I did have my license, and I did like, a few transactions on, as a loan officer, but mostly I was processing for a very fraudulent person. I mean, I was young and I didn't know any better, but I found out she was really fraudulent, and so was the broker she was working for, or we were working for. I mean, I wish I could go back in time, but anyway, so right, moving to Italy to get away from that debacle, and then here we are in another debacle with real estate. But fortunately, again, being on the right side of things and having the right lawyer this time. We didn't have the right lawyer in California, but I don't want to get into that. That was a horrible thing. And now there's statute of limitations against that anyway, so screw it, right? So, fast forward, here we are. Yeah, so after, teaching and, being fairly successful and just riding the waves and everything, I decided to change my career. And that's why I haven't been posting as many videos, because I am all in now. I've stopped teaching, and I'm a full-time student, and I'm about finished. So my side business, HandyTech, I've been using that experience to help me as well, building computers, fixing computers, and because of privacy things, I didn't want to post videos about that. So I'm going to do more videos just on my own products, because I felt like if I'm fixing somebody's computer and showing their desktop, showing what they have on there, yeah, that wasn't going to be good. So I'm glad I didn't do any videos about that, because I could have been busted for that. I know there's a few tech people that do that. Like Puget Systems, they build computers for people before it becomes their personal computer. And that's where I got into, this, into tech, thanks to Barnarkeles. And I hope he's doing well. Barnarkeles Nerdgasm. You should check out his videos. He was awesome. And now he's got some health issues and psychological issues, as we all do, right? Anyway, so I'm into programming, but I'm not an expert, and I like business, and I would like to, work for somebody or work for an organization that is really, going places, and that's just what I would like to do, but who knows if that's what I'm going to land. So I chose computer information systems. That's my new major. Now I have a degree and a half, I guess. I have a bachelor's of science in political science, and I have a minor in communication studies. Oh, sorry, am I getting somebody? No, I thought I was getting a message. So with that, I thought I was going to get into PR and journalism and things like that with my aunt, but that never happened, and I don't want to get into that. That's kind of a sour subject, but love her, and rest in peace. But that ship has sailed. But I can still utilize that, who knows, with this new degree that I'm going to get, which again, I'm studying online. Southern New Hampshire University is the university. They do also have a campus. And when I receive my new diploma. I don't know if I'm going to be there, but I would like to. They have a virtual ceremony. Anyway, I'm really I used to be kind of skeptical about online education and when it with all your subjects. And I started doing that at the University of Oregon. Go Ducks. Because some classes were just totally filled, and I just, they didn't have space in the classroom, yeah, that's when they kind of started online education, and that was cool. And it was a lot of self-learning and a lot of reading, and you got to do it yourself sort of thing. And that's kind of what I'm doing here. But what I like about it is that you, again, you teach yourself how to learn better. You have to be better with your habits. And, right, if you don't understand something, you can rewind, man. You can't do that in the classroom. And then you can't ask a bunch of questions. Like, you can ask one or two in the classroom, but then, the teacher has to move on, and they can't cater to you. When you're doing it online, everything caters to you. You are what I mean, you are the center of attention, right? And everything revolves around you when it's online education, right? And of course there are discussion groups and other things like that, but that just, again, helps you, and it helps the other students to focus on what they got to do. And there's digital books and everything, but then you got the whole bunch of resources that they provide. And so that's why why SNHU is the #1 innovative school right now. And I looked that up. So anyway, so why did I choose that? Why didn't I just go into, computer science and programming? Well, this combines business and technology, and looking at it, jobs in this area of study, are going up like by 30%. In sometimes they say 10 to 11%, sometimes they say 15 or 17. But anyway, for the next, 10 to 15 years, especially with AI coming around, we're the guys that are going to be fixing that stuff and, catering it to the next business. So, anyway, I'm really stoked. I mean, there's a lot, it's future-proofing myself. And anyway, so I do have a few videos that I'm going to be talking about, focusing on, on this, but also, I do plan on moving back to the States in about 2 years. In the summer of 2025, we are moving. So I don't know whether we're going to be moving to, let's say, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. We're definitely looking East Coast, but I'm using AI to find the best cost of living, and where they have high-paying IT jobs, even at the entry level, which I don't mind. But with Handytech, I mean that's kind of entry level IT support specialist, which I have. I have that certification from Google, and I do plan to get my CompTIA A+ certification and the test out one too. And I guess you get a nice little badge to put on LinkedIn. And so I'm going to make a video about that, whether it's worth it to get that Google IT support certification, and talk about that. And in a nutshell, it is well worth it. I'm just going to say that, but I'm going to go into the reasons why. And as a stress reliever, I am definitely going to do more drone flights. I'm going to order some, cheap PC parts, and build, cheap budget gaming PCs, because nowadays, I mean, you can get, even with the 1050 Ti, you can still with a number of games, get 60 to 70 frames per second with, solid games, solid PC games, right? And anyway, so we're going to be doing a lot of, techie things as well, with the different gadgets as well. So I know I kind of went on and on here. It's been about 15 minutes, but I'm going to start shopping and get going here. But this is just a little update to the channel. I also have a turkey video. I did Thanksgiving here, and Thanksgiving I've been doing it for the past, I don't know, 10, 12 years or something like that. So I'm quite the turkey expert. I didn't have all my tech gadgets that I wanted with that, mainly the thermometer. I left it in California when we did Thanksgiving over there, or some other time, or I don't know. No, I didn't do. Anyway, so without further ado, have a good one. Please like, subscribe for more videos to come. I am going to make more videos, and I do see that I rise a little bit because of my shorts or something. I made a couple of shorts just to test it out. But anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Maybe I'm going to answer it right away, but maybe not. And yeah. So anyway, some people are looking at me. All right. Bye.